Well, the NFL season is getting closer and closer. What's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys for more NFL news today, tomorrow, yesterday, and every day, as well as Atlanta Falcons news today. All right, so this is the news, obviously, the Atlanta Falcons news today. Trey Hendrickson. All right, get straight to the NFL topics today. Trey Hendrickson, he had 35 sacks. TJ Watt, 30.5 sacks, are 1 and 2 in NFL in sacks the past 2 seasons, and neither one is attending minicamp. All right, so why is this significant? Obviously because both of these guys, they want big time money, and I think when you have the quarterbacks getting money at the rate that they're getting, like, it's just inevitable. Like, everybody's gonna be coming to the organizations with their hand out. And to be honest, does Trey Hendrickson deserve? I mean, look, he's been the top NFL lineman when talk about getting sacks. He's been doing his thing. I mean, TJ Watt, we know that Atlanta Falcons fans, that when he plays the Atlanta Falcons, man, Caleb McGarry, a lot of these guys just have a long day. It's a long day when TJ Watt comes and play the Atlanta Falcons, because the dude had just some of the, like, you talking about elite get off, like TJ Watt is a freaking monster. And again, Trey Hendrickson is another one of those guys. Both of these guys, in my opinion, I know Trey Hendrickson wants access to $30 million in guaranteed money, and I think the same thing for TJ Watt. He wants a big time contract, and I think, to be honest, I think TJ Watt wants NFL breaking, history making money. And do these guys deserve to get it? Look, I'm not one to sit up here and say they don't. I think they deserve that money. So this has been your boy, man, Mike, with the NFL news. Let me know you guys think about Trey Hendrickson and TJ Watt not reporting to mandatory minicamp for their respective teams, the Steelers and the Bengals. Let me know what you guys think about that. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. All right, this is interesting for Atlanta Falcons fans. So we have Kirk Cousins right now. Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts. You have, this is from Joe Patrick, going to be a lot of chatter on here today about Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts today, but the player participating status, greatest important in my opinion, is Caleb McGarry, who was absent and doing OTAs. So OTAs is obviously voluntary. Caleb McGarry did not make. I don't know exactly why. I just think, one of those cases for a veteran guy that's been in the league for a while. Look, sometimes you just want to take out. And to be honest, look, if it's voluntary, you don't have to come. You got other obligations, or you want to work on some things on your own. I do so, but this Kyle Pitts and other people wondering whether or not he's going to show up and what the market is around him. There are Atlanta Falcons trade rumors going around as far as that is concerned. That's another situation with Kyle Pitts. The Kyle Pitts trade rumors, are they true? Are the Atlanta Falcons going to bring him in? Are they going to trade him? They're going to bring him back and play for most of the season. I know a lot of people probably thinking to themselves, like, the Falcons don't have a number 1 pick on it the next year, so the Falcons could possibly trade him, Tyler Algier, some other guys. If that were to be the case, that's something that they can explore at some point in time. The Caleb McGarry is an interesting one because we don't know what that's all about. Maybe he's looking for an extension. I don't know. Probably he's out working on some things, but that's another thing to be to keep under wraps also. But the Kirk Cousins one, all right. So the Kirk Cousins one is really interesting. Why? Because obviously there have been several rumors out there. I mean, there have some people thought about the fact that Kirk, he could decide to retire. Like I said, I don't think that'll happen. But being that he is at mandatory minicamp. He is there. He's going to be working with the second, third team and whatnot. Since he is the backup, he might see a lot of, he's going to see a lot of reps, obviously, but he's dealing with some, his Achilles injury, the lower legs and whatnot, the shoulder. He said he was rehabbing and whatnot. The fact that the Atlanta Falcons are saying that he is now the backup, the money that goes on with that, the Falcons pretty much saying, it's like, look, he is our backup, and he's just gonna have to take that role. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Kurt has to say, because I'm sure the media is going to love every second is. And Kirk Cousins, just my opinion, look, he's all about money. Most players, when they're looking to be traded, or they looking especially at his caliber, look, money is a part of the deal. And I don't think at this particular point, especially him not being the starter, I would not miss mandatory minicamp just to sit up here and get fined, because if you get fined, that's just better for the Atlanta Falcons. They don't have to pay it. So like at the end of the day, man, I think Kurt, he's gonna do the right thing and that show up, but we're just gonna see how much, honestly, we're just gonna see how much that's going to affect, I won't say affect, but it's just going to be interesting, because there's going to be some storyline, and he's going to have to answer some questions. The players around him, the players, the offense, the wide receivers, everybody, that's in Atlanta Falcons, they're going to be asked certain things about Kirk Cousins. How do you feel about it? Michael Penix is the starting quarterback, and I'm positive that at some point in time they're going to bring it up, and how Kirk Cousins is as a teammate and a mentor to help him become the best starting quarterback that he can this year. It's going to be a lot of interesting storyline to go with that. So, I like the fact that he is here. The Kyle Pitts situation, Caleb showing up. It's going to be really interesting. So, at the end of the day, man, mandatory minicamp is here, and we're getting closer and closer to training camp, and I really can't wait. So, let me know what you guys think about that. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out of here, man. Peace.